This is your first community walk. What are your expectations?
Well, some of my expectations are just to see what people think is a major problem in the community.
My expectation is to gain a better understanding of people's view towards their own community.
I just want to see, you know, like what people think about on a daily basis as they're walking these streets and, you know, the troubles they face every day out here.
Officer Arzaga, what does this walk mean to you?
It's a way the police department can outreach the community, see what some of the concerns are with the community.
How effective do you think these walks are in different communities?
I think they're extremely effective. We've been doing these for years, but this is the first time I've done it with the youth group, and I think it's really neat because they'll see how important getting involved with the community is. But you know, like I drive through the neighborhood a lot, and you just don't really see things unless you do a walk and you go door to door and you look at all the buildings and you meet the people face to face. It's extremely effective. You find out what people's concerns are, what their problems are. You see everything up close, and then you're able to understand and take action to help solve these problems in the future.
Una pregunta para usted. ¿Por qué decidió usted acompañarnos en la caminata en el sur de Milwaukee con nosotros?
Porque quería enterarme, porque solamente estaba el anuncio de que era una caminata y que ya pregunté para qué era la caminata. El fin de la caminata ya me explicaron.
Our goal is to have this neighborhood become a quality place for everybody here to live. And I live here, and people here all obviously are living here, and we want a good neighborhood and a place where we can all live together and be safe.
We can all work together to make it a better place. It's a good feeling to be able to, I guess, to talk to people and to know that you're making a difference, even if it's just a little bit.
What is your position as a community prosecutor?
As a community prosecutor, what I do is I work with law enforcement. I work with the City Attorney's Office, the Department of Probation and Parole, as well as the community, people like the UCC and a number of other people, in trying to make sure that we are really prosecuting cases that are of a community concern. I'm out there on the streets working with officers like Officer Arzaga to get that perspective, to actually be able to be on these streets and see what these problems are, to actually know what the people are saying, to be able to hear all those things. So that's, in a nutshell, perhaps a small bit of what I do here as a community prosecutor.
So, Alderman, what do you think was gained from this walk?
I think it's important that some of the youth of our community now are learning how to interact with people in the neighborhood and see what's going on in the streets on a first-hand basis and talk to the business owners. I think it's just wonderful. You're starting that fabric of communication that you'll need for the rest of your lives.
It's very important that the youth interact with their community. I totally agree with what the alderman just said. And to know that there is people out here in the neighborhoods that do care and that want to make a difference.
What was one of the things that you got out of this?
Well, some of the things I got out of this were like awareness. For example, when I was interviewing the person and the owner of the store, he said that some of the problems here were prostitution, and I really had no clue that prostitution was going on around here. I mean, I predicted like gang and violence and vandalism, but not prostitution.
I know that many have fears about like gangs, and many fear violence, even though they're not affiliated to people who are creating negative impacts within their community, yet they fear that maybe they'll pay the consequences for certain actions that are taken upon.
Now we know, now we have a taste of what's going on in the community, and we shall make a difference.